during his tenure as a chief minister that all of the players who were involved in building and in fact the construction and approval of the Sheesh Mahal, the house that has been dubbed as Sheesh Mahal, were in fact earning money via that whole project, and that Arvind Kejriwal had turned blind eye over the corruption that was going on inside PWG because of the approval that was given to him for the maintenance and the charges of the house, the actual house. Also, if you want to estimate the actual cost of bungalow, it will require an audit of several government agencies. And now remember what also the CAG report is only up till 2022, and in the inventory a lot of things have been added. According to the Delhi BJP president, he has also said that several of sofas, TVs, massage machines, etc. has been added. And if we in fact add all of those costs according to the inventory, the amount goes till 75 to 80 crores. Now, the public public tax money has been looted to make that whole, Sheesh Mahal that has been dubbed. Also, it has been said, and the BJP is also claiming that a whole thorough investigation should be done of the government accounts. And in fact, Arvind Kejriwal should allow the public to go inside the Sheesh Mahal and see what kind of a grandeur is inside of the Sheesh Mahal, and then only should the people decide if they want to vote for Kejriwal this time around or not. Back to studio.
Right. Also, thank you so much for joining us and getting us all those details. Switching tracks now to more news in regard let's just also get you some of the reactions, in fact, coming in regard to this. Let's switch tracks. It is AIA-DMK MLAs that were evicted for carrying placards in regard to the Chennai rape case. This was on the first day of the assembly of the Tamil Nadu session of the year that got off to a very stormy start as those AIA-DMK General Secretary and Leader of Opposition led his party MLAs to the house wearing badges that read, "Who is the sir?" referring to the recent alleged sexual assault that took place at the Anna University in Chennai.
They want to bring up this false bogey of law and order, and people are not safe here. The government is giving a wonderful measure. They are ensuring that the common man is not affected at all. But the ADMK, they don't have anything to say against the administration. They are not able to raise any issues which will politically stick on the DMK. So they are raising this issue, this false bogey of law and order. And they say drugs happening, drugs. Tamil Nadu, not a single drug is manufactured in the state of Tamil Nadu. If any drug is coming into the state of Tamil Nadu, that is coming from the other states. It is the duty of the union government to stop these kind of drugs which come from the other states. And we all know that Gujarat is the gateway of drugs for the entire country. So their axe is to grind against they have their axe to grind against the union government, but they want to deflect that on the state government. That is where the issue starts.
Joining us to get us more, Sam, we just heard Sarvanan, reacting to what really took place on the very first day of the assembly session in Tamil Nadu, which was very stormy, with the MLAs of the opposition who were made to, they were evicted from the house, and this is in regard to, in fact, the badges they were carrying. What did it really mean, the badges that they were carrying?
Divya, the AIADMK MLAs, including the party chief EPS, held placards that says, "Who is that sir?" They alleged that the alleged perpetrator who had sexually assaulted a woman student on the Anna University campus last month had spoken to someone on the phone addressing that person as sir. And they alleged that the police is trying to shield that person, and they alleged both the perpetrator and the person who he spoke could be actually be shielded by the ruling DMK and the Chennai police, and that's what they had meant by "Who's that sir?" written on the placard. And the AIADMK says, although the Madras High Court has ordered a special investigation team to investigate this alleged sexual assault, they don't trust that, and it's in that context the AIADMK is mounting pressure on the ruling DMK. But the ruling DMK denies these allegations, saying that in less than 5 hours, ever since the survivor had intimated the police about the alleged sexual assault, the alleged perpetrator was arrested, put behind bars under provisions of sexual assault, and there is no attempt to cover up. And the DMK denies that the accused person belongs to the party. But they say, unlike the past when the AIADMK was in rule in Pollachi particularly, referring to the infamous Pollachi sexual scandal allegations, they say at that time the survivors were so scared even to give a complaint. But now that's not the case, and they say once the investigation is over, the facts will come to the public domain, and they deny this is an indication of the declining law and order as the key opposition, the AIADMK and the BJP call it. And it's in that context we'll have to wait and see how the assembly proceedings, Divya, would turn in the next few days, because today it's technically just the governor's address and the deliberations and discussions would begin only from tomorrow. And already AIADMK MLAs say they're going to rake up the issue of the alleged sexual assault, women's safety, law and order, drugs and several other issues. With elections due in little over 1 year, the opposition is turning the heat to make sure they'll gain political dividends in that sense by raking up issues what they call affecting the common man.
Right, Sam, of course, also the Tamil Nadu governor there who left the assembly without delivering his customary address to the assembly on day one of the assembly session. He went on to say that there were serious concerns as far as the national anthem is concerned, complaining that the national anthem was not played after the state anthem.
Governor R.N. Ravi says he had requested the Chief Minister and the Speaker, Divya, to play the national anthem both before his address and at the conclusion of his address, just the way it's done in several other assemblies across India. And he says that request was not heeded to, and only the Tamil anthem was played before his address. And he says he cannot be a party to what he calls disrespect to the national anthem, and that's why he says he, in a fit of anguish, walked out of the Tamil Nadu Assembly. And this is the second time Governor R.N. Ravi is raising this issue. But Tamil Nadu Speaker Pavu has said that this is a settled issue. Tamil Nadu Assembly is known for certain traditions and conventions, according to which before the governor's address only the Tamil anthem is played, and at the end of the governor's address the national anthem is played, and it stays there. This issue has been settled after the governor wrote to him last year in December and he clarified. But the governor earlier was expected to deviate from the speech given to him by the state cabinet, as he had done once in 2022 and once in 2023. But this time that didn't happen. Instead, the governor had blamed the Tamil Nadu Assembly Speaker and the Chief Minister on the question of not playing the national anthem in the beginning and chose to walk out. And the Tamil Nadu Assembly, as we speak, has adopted a resolution that says that will record only the official speech given to the governor, printed speech given to him and the assembly members, and not what he spoke on the floor of the House. Right. And the Assembly Speaker has also clarified with regard to the governor's demand for the national anthem to be played in the beginning and what the Assembly's stand is with regard to that.
Right, thank you so much, Sam, for getting us those details. Switching tracks now to KTR, who appeared before the ACB, but only briefly so, left within minutes after handing over a statement. This as he wasn't allowed to appear with his lawyer. Remember, the BRS politician had been summoned by the ACB in the Formula E race case, but wasn't allowed from going inside with his lawyer, which is why he made a statement and he left. The ACB on the 29th of December 2024 booked a case against KTR as well as a senior IAS officer and Hyderabad Metropolitan Development Authority's former chief engineer, but it was KTR who was the municipal administration minister during the previous BRS regime, was also summoned by the Enforcement Directorate for questioning, and that's going to be taking place tomorrow over the alleged irregularities with regard to conducting those races in Hyderabad last year in the month of February. Let's listen into what KTR has to say. He's gone on to defend himself by saying he's a law-abiding citizen, and why in the world was his legal counsel, which he says is his legal right, that how come his legal counsel wasn't allowed. Listen in.
I'm here as a law-abiding citizen, respecting the Honorable High Court, respecting Anti-Corruption Bureau's, direction to appear before them. I'm here, but they're not allowing my advocates. They're not allowing me to have my own rights. All I'm seeking of the Anti-Corruption Bureau is that they respect the High Court's judgment. High Court, in fact, has reserved its judgment. I am a law-abiding citizen. I worked as a lawmaker. I am still a lawmaker. So therefore, all I'm asking the ACB is to ensure that my rights are protected as an individual, as a citizen. I am entitled to my lawyers being present with me. But unfortunately, they seem to have a different opinion. So we are trying to discuss with them and engage with them.
Former BRS Minister and working President of the BRS, Mr. K.T. Ramarao, has left the Anti-Corruption Bureau office in Banjara Hills. He had come there along with his legal team and had said that he is going to enter only if his lawyer is also going to be allowed inside along with him. The police reportedly denied permission for that and said that there is only permission for Mr. KTR to enter. What I must point out is that Mr. KTR has given the example of Patnam Narendra Reddy, who was accused in the Lagacherla incident in which a collector and certain other officials were attacked by villagers, and a BRS conspiracy was alleged in that particular case. And he says that the police had attributed a confessional statement to Mr. Narendra Reddy, and that was false, and therefore he believes that something like that could happen in his case as well, and that's the reason why he wants his lawyers present so that his constitutional and legal rights are protected. The second aspect, he says, there is no reason, in fact, for the ACB to call him in for questioning at a time when his quash plea verdict has been reserved by the court. Of course, the court had also said that there is no, that the ACB should not arrest him till such time that the quash plea is not disposed of by the court. And he says at this time there is no need for the ACB to call him in for questioning, but he has respect for the law and therefore he had appeared before the ACB or tried to appear before the ACB. The third aspect is Mr. K.T. Ramarao has said that the statement that he was going to make before the ACB, he has handed over to an ASP of the ACB who had stepped out of the office with all this commotion happening, and he had taken an acknowledgement from him as well, and that is the statement that he was going to make inside, and therefore he is leaving after doing that because his lawyers team was not being allowed to go inside. He also has said that he suspects that ACB team may actually come and raid his residence, and he fears that they could plant something in the name of evidence inside his home, and these are apprehensions that he expressed even as he waited for over half hour outside the ACB office seeking permission for himself and his lawyer legal team to go inside, which was denied or which was not given permission to, and therefore Mr. KTR has left the office.
Thank you so much, Uma, for getting us all those details. And switching tracks now to the main accused in the murder of journalist Mukesh Chandrakar, whose body was found in a septic tank in Chhattisgarh last week, has been arrested from Hyderabad. Suresh Chandrakar, the mastermind, is a distant relative and a contractor. He'd been on the run since the incident came to light, and apparently he was hiding at the driver's residence in Hyderabad. My colleague Anurag Twari has all the details. But first, let's listen in to what the SIT had to say.
SIT टीम के द्वारा पत्रकार साथी मुकेश चंद्राकर के हत्या की घटना में शामिल फरार आरोपी सुरेश चंद्राकर की देर रात हैदराबाद में हिरासत में लिया गया। साथ ही साथ इस प्रकरण में अब तक सुरेश चंद्राकर के अलावा 3 आरोपियों की गिरफ्तारी पहले की जा चुकी है, जिसमें रितेश चंद्राकर, दिनेश चंद्राकर एवं महेंद्र रामटेके शामिल हैं। साथ ही साथ मामले में विस्तृत पूछताछ की जा रही है।
An SIT was formed to arrest Suresh Chandrakar, 11-member SIT headed by IPS Mayank Gujar, and they have reviewed around 200 CCTV cameras, more than 300 mobile numbers were tracked, and after that the police arrested Suresh Chandrakar from Hyderabad. He was hiding at his driver's place. His bank accounts were frozen, illegal construction owned by Suresh Chandrakar were demolished, and now the police they have arrested Suresh Chandrakar from Hyderabad, and he will be soon brought back to Bijapur.
Thank you so much, Anurag, for getting us all those details. Let's just switch tracks now to the national capital. It was Prime Minister Narendra Modi who inaugurated the Delhi section of the RRATS, which is the Rapid Rail Transit System. This is a 13-kilometer section of the Delhi-Meerut Regional Rapid Transit System from Saibabad in Uttar Pradesh to New Ashoknagar. That's now operational. With this is going to be stretching over 55 kilometers with 11 stations between those areas. And of course, it's going to take only 40 minutes to travel from Ashoknagar to Meerut. Let's get you all the details.
In a major boost to connectivity between Delhi and NCR towns in Uttar Pradesh, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the 13-kilometer long section of the Rapid Rail Transit System or RRTS connecting New Ashoknagar in Delhi to Sahibabad in Uttar Pradesh. The move promises to reduce travel time significantly, bringing Meerut within reach of the national capital in under 40 minutes. Meerut is 73 kilometers away from Delhi, and this cuts down travel time by one-third. As part of the inauguration, the Prime Minister took a ride on the Namo Bharat train from Sahibabad to New Ashoknagar, interacting with passengers and experiencing the rapid transit system firsthand.
मेट्रो नेटवर्क दोगुने से भी अधिक हो चुका है। आज जनकपुरी और कृष्णा पार्क के लिए भी मेट्रो शुरू हो चुकी है। रिठाला, नरेला, कुंडली कॉरिडोर पर भी काम शुरू हुआ है। ये जो नमो रेल प्रोजेक्ट है, ये भी केंद्र सरकार बना रही है।
The Delhi-Meerut RRTS corridor, an ambitious project worth 30,000 crore, is a game changer for commuters. The fare from New Ashoknagar to Meerut South is 150 rupees for a standard coach and 225 for a premium coach.
So we are also showing you a demo of the seats here. Now in Delhi Metro, there were parallel seats opposite side of each other. Now this, we can see that this can get reclined, so two people can sit here quite comfortably. Also, there is this charging point, a USB cable point wherein people can charge their mobile phones. Also, we have a space, to keep our luggage. This is one thing that is quite different from the Delhi Metro, since the RRTS is entering Delhi NCR for the first time, making this whole journey from the New Ashoknagar to Meerut South quite comfortable, because we are also seeing that this is one of a kind, quite a revolution in the transportation sector. Also, a new era of transportation can begin from here, because this is like quite a significant step towards making transport not just convenient but also faster and money efficient in a manner where people can have both the experience and also can save a lot of time while traveling through the Namo Bharat RRTS train.
We are going just for the sake of experience, to test the speed of the train, and we feel thrilled that these kind of good things are coming to our country, and privileged to be in the capital and traveling by these kind of infrastructures.
We want to make it like Japan. We are experiencing the Japan festival. Equally excited.
And this is one good opportunity for us. Like if we talk about like going to Meerut by this local bus or something, it charges like almost like more than this. But still, I'm getting like less of the time, and I'm going there, so this feels really good.
As more sections on the RRTS become operational, this cutting-edge transport network is likely to boost economic opportunities and increase interdependence between Delhi and these NCR towns.
And with more stations expected to open soon, such as Sarai Kale Khan and Jangpura, the RRTS is set to revolutionize the commutes between the Delhi NCR and Meerut South. With camera person Gauri Prasad, this is Anushka Garg for NDTV.
Let's just also get you the very latest in regard to BK Shivkumar there. This is BK Shivkumar holding a press conference in Karnataka. Let's listen in to BK Shivkumar.
Priyanka Gandhi, granddaughter of Indira Gandhi, was been invited. She came to launch. Before the launch, she said, DK, politicians have a different name, but I am coming here to launch this. I want a guarantee from you. She said, she asked me and Sidramaya to sign a check So big board of check was being placed, 2,000 rupees